Who owns the oceans? It's a question that might have crossed your mind. In the grand scheme of things, the answer is complex. On one hand, we have international maritime laws, like the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, that govern and regulate the world's ocean space, its uses and resources. These laws aim to strike a balance between the rights and interests of all nations, big or small. However, the reality is that no single entity or country can claim outright ownership of the oceans. Instead, they are a shared responsibility of all nations, a global commons, if you will. Every nation has a role to play in preserving and protecting this vast and vital part of our planet, teeming with life and resources. So in essence, no one and everyone owns the oceans. But why does this matter? Let's dive deeper. Beneath the vast oceans, there's a hidden treasure that's recently been causing quite a stir: undersea nodules. These are not your typical gems or gold, but rather they are rocky lumps that lie on the sea floor. Formed over millions of years, these nodules grow at a snail's pace, adding a layer upon layer of minerals from the surrounding seawater. Now, you're probably wondering, what's so special about these undersea nodules? Well, they're composed of important minerals like cobalt, nickel, copper, and manganese. Cobalt and nickel are particularly in demand because they are critical in the production of batteries for electric vehicles and renewable energy storage. Copper, on the other hand, is a key component in electrical wiring, while manganese is used in steel production. These nodules, therefore, hold the potential to fuel our transition to a greener, more sustainable future. Imagine powering your electric car or your home with energy stored in batteries made from minerals extracted from the bottom of the ocean. But it's not just about the potential. The significance of these nodules also lies in their abundance. Unlike land-based mineral deposits, which are often scattered and difficult to extract, these nodules are plentiful and relatively easy to harvest, making them a tantalizing prospect for countries and companies around the world. These nodules, rich in critical minerals, could be the next gold rush. But who is racing to extract them? Just as nations once raced to exploit oil, a similar race is underway for these undersea nodules. As we dive deeper into the 21st century, the world's superpowers are setting their sights beneath the waves. The United States, China, Japan, India, South Korea, and several European nations are all leading the charge in the extraction of minerals from undersea nodules. These metals are key ingredients in the production of batteries for electric vehicles, renewable energy technologies, and various high-tech industries. As the global demand for these commodities escalates, nations are looking to the ocean floor as a new frontier for resource extraction. This unfolding scenario bears a striking resemblance to the oil boom of the 20th century. Just as the discovery of oil once transformed the economies of nations and powered our cars, homes, and factories, these metals could be the fuel for a new era of technological advancement. The promise of economic prosperity and technological dominance is too tantalizing for these nations to resist. However, just like the oil boom, this new race also carries potential risks. The extraction process is challenging and costly, with significant environmental implications. The deep-sea ecosystem is fragile and largely unexplored. Disturbing it could have far-reaching consequences that we can't fully predict. The parallels to the environmental impact of the oil industry are all too clear. Moreover, as with any resource rush, there's also the risk of geopolitical tension. The oceans are a shared resource, and disputes over who gets to exploit the treasures they hold could escalate into larger conflicts. As tantalizing as the prospects may be, we must remember our collective responsibility for the oceans. It's crucial that these nations, and others who may join the race, act responsibly. The promise of a new economic boom must be balanced against the potential costs to our environment, to international relations, and to the future of our shared oceans. So we return to our initial question: who owns the oceans? In essence, they're shared property, a communal resource. Yet beneath their waves lie untapped treasures, undersea nodules, rich in coveted minerals. A new oil boom is emerging, with nations racing to claim these underwater riches. But it's not just about ownership or economic gain. The oceans may belong to us all, but so does the responsibility of their stewardship. As we stand on the brink of a new resource boom, let us remember to tread carefully. We've now come to the end of our journey under the sea. Your time and interest have been greatly appreciated as we ventured together into these deep, uncharted territories. As we navigate through these complex issues of ownership, economic gain, and environmental stewardship, we encourage you to continue learning and exploring. Knowledge is our greatest tool in ensuring that the wealth of the oceans benefits us all while preserving their integrity for future generations. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring.